Everyone says they want to be successful, and yet their actions often tell a different story. So let me ask you, what do your actions say? Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Paolo and I make content aimed at improving your life and turning failures from obstacles into stepping stones to success. And today we're talking about the gap between what you say you want and what you're actually willing to do. Because that's the space where dreams either become true or get lost in the void of time. I want to be successful. Easiest thing to say in the world, right? But what about actually working to achieve it? Now that's the question, isn't it? What most of us do is say we really want to achieve our goals and our dreams, and we might even say that we're willing to spit blood for it. But what usually happens is that at the first obstacle and setback, poof, our goals are no more, and we go back to scrolling mindlessly. And then we complain about the unfairness of life and how difficult it is to achieve any goal, conveniently forgetting that our actions did not reflect what we wanted at all. And it's this that causes the most misery. So let me ask you this. When's the last time you asked yourself how much you want to achieve your goals and actually answer the question? And I mean, really answer. Because goals, especially the very big ones, require serious commitment. And saying, I really want to, that's not enough. For example, if you want to make more friends and better friends, you can't just say you really want it, but then quit after the first awkward interaction. You have to put real effort into staying in touch, being there when they need you, or simply making time for hanging out regularly. You can't just kind of try it, then quit immediately, go back into your comfort zone, and then complain about how difficult it is to make friends as an adult. Or maybe you want to start a successful business. If you really want it, then you're looking at years of hard work with no guarantee you're going to succeed. Sure, it could take off after just 1 year. That could happen. But you can't know that. And before you get started, you need to be willing to walk the long path if necessary. Because, and I also struggled with this when I was younger, life doesn't owe you anything. Especially not if you don't give anything in exchange. Yeah, it's a pain, okay, but that's how it is. All you can do is try to increase the odds in your favor by investing time and effort just for a chance at succeeding. But that's the price you have to be willing to pay if you say you really want to achieve your goals. However, that's not all. Being willing to invest time and effort is crucial, but it's still not enough. You need to be clear about what you're willing to give up, or more precisely, let go of for your goals and dreams. And by that, I mean that you need to be willing to sacrifice what is important. Because getting rid of distractions, wasteful activities, and small goals that you can easily live without is good, but it's just the first step. The real challenge is choosing between what you care about and what you care about even more. Because in life, there's just not enough time to do everything. Something has to go, even if you really care about it. And that's what causes most of us to get paralyzed and just procrastinate. Because we don't want to give up on things we actually want to achieve. But we have to. Sometimes it can be temporary. Like if you try a business strategy now, it doesn't mean you can't try a different one in the future. Sometimes it's less temporary. Like imagine you're a 16-year-old kid who has a talent both for football and piano. You really want to become a pro footballer, but you've also loved the piano since you were a toddler, and you really wish to become a concert pianist. You can see how either choice here is a little more permanent than just a business strategy, and is thus much more painful to make. But you have to make a choice because not making a choice and just wasting your life is not a good option. So you just have to do the arduous task of deciding which one you care about more. I'm sure you can come up with something better and even more can't go back, like such as a parent having to decide between advancing their career or spending more time with their kids while they're still growing up, for example. Okay, things have gotten quite big and dramatic, but in the end, it still comes down to those small daily decisions that in the moment might even feel insignificant. So, even though earlier I said that getting rid of obviously unimportant stuff such as distractions and bad habits is the first step, maybe after all, it's more accurate to say that the ultimate test that we just talked about, that is, letting go of something important in favor of something even more important, maybe that's the first step. Because even though it's the hardest one, by itself, it doesn't really do much. Remember the very beginning of this video? It's always going to be your actions that tell the story of how committed you really are to achieving success. It's going to be your decisions, such as eating healthy versus eating fast food, working on your side project versus going out for drinks multiple times per week, or reading books to build the financial literacy versus binge watching a TV series. Not that you have to give up completely unpleasant activities forever, of course. Just know your priorities. So here's what you need to do now. Take out your journal or your time tracking app if you've been tracking your time, which I recommend, and look at your past weeks or past months' action and ask yourself, are they aligned with my goals? Or is there a gap between what I say I want and what I actually do? Make sure to be honest. And if you want more content like this that makes you think and helps you figure out life stuff, I send a weekly email where I share one small lesson and a simple challenge. Links in the description. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye now.